Unlike other sports, tennis is known for having teen sensations, talented young guns who move into and through the professional levels faster than the cars they've just learned how to drive. So when a 16-year-old is beating legends or a 17-year-old is shocking the world, we can't help but pay close attention. Join us as Best of 5 counts down some of the most astonishing teens in the game who captured some of the highest honors in tennis before ever turning 20. This is the Best of 5 Teen Phenoms.
You can't do it overhead, Zach.
Every tennis player is born with a certain amount of talent that is developed over the years to perform at the professional level. However, there are some with such potential and natural ability that they make a splash on tour as teenagers.
A teen phenom is someone with incredible talent who, at least at the junior level, has shown already that they have enough game that you can envision them becoming a top 5 player.
Someone who's really got their game together at a young age, which is pretty rare. I mean, I think it's just someone who is way ahead of their time.
They have to play a game that you don't normally see a teenager playing. They have to have some sort of court sense or just a winner's personality that they put it together.
It's the guts that they have, the focus that they have, not being afraid that they have at a very young age.
You know, I had a desire for it, I had a love for it, and I think that, along with just having God-given talent to play, just all worked together for me.
Let's see which teen phenoms left their mark on tennis history.
Learn it to me.
There are some players whose celebrity status can overshadow their on-court prowess, but this 6-foot-tall blonde is known as a red carpet fashionista, as well as a first-class champion. But between her on-court success and limelight attention, some forget that she captured her first major at just 17 years old. Kicking off our countdown at number 5 is career Grand Slam champion Maria Sharapova.
When I think of Maria Sharapova, I think of intensity. She comes out to every single match, whether it's first round or whether it's semifinals of a Grand Slam, with the same intensity. She wants to win every match that she plays.
Well, Maria came out in one of those teenagers that had absolutely no fear. She believed in herself, she had a lot of confidence, had this big serve, she had the big groundies, but no one really thought she could put it all together so quickly.
She's just a little twig of a girl. She's tall, she's all legs.
Hello.
And she's banging those ground strokes and had learned well from Robert Lansdorp and working with her father.
After the lesson, he said, what do you think of my daughter, you know? And I was used to saying, oh, I just think your daughter's phenomenal. Oh, and I go, yeah, you know, your daughter, yeah, she's pretty good, but her forehand sucks.
Harder than that. I just sat like a duck.
Maria worked with Robert Lansdorp from the age of 11 to 18.
You gotta hit it, though. God, you cannot just sort of mosey it in there. Come on.
His strict training paid off when at just 14, she made her professional debut at the 2002 Pacific Life Open.
And I've always had that feeling in me that I can compete with anyone, you know, especially anyone on the tour, and be a great competitor.
With her individuality and strong desire, Maria would make history in 2002, becoming the youngest at 14 to reach junior finals at Australia and Wimbledon.
I remember losing the finals of junior Wimbledon, and we were just leaving the courts, and I just looked back and I saw a stadium court in the distance, and I thought, you know, it'd be such an honor to play there one day.
She saw herself winning. She saw herself as number 1. And I don't think there was a cell in her body that was engaged in a debate about whether she could do it.
In straight sets.
Maria's sheer drive would land her in the top 50 at 15 years old as she completed her first full professional season in 2003.
You have that type of perspective when you're at that age where nothing bothers you. Every win, every loss, it's all experience, and at the end of the day, you just try to learn from every single match you play.
As 2004 got underway, she broke into the top 20, and that same year, she would shock the world and claim her first big victory.
By age 17, she unexpectedly breaks out to play the great Serena Williams in the Wimbledon final.
There was nothing that would say that she was even a contender for Wimbledon. I mean, she hadn't really made it that deep in Grand Slam draws. She was very early in her career.
And lo and behold, in a match that nobody gave Maria Sharapova a chance to win, not only does she win that day, she dominated Serena that day.
It was really an incredible experience, really, sometimes tough to explain with words because it was more emotional than anything and so unexpected in my career, especially at that time.
There was no doubt that a superstar was born as her popularity soared.
When Maria won Wimbledon, all I could think of was that 17-year-old pretty blonde girl is going to be rolling in dough.
This teen phenom continues to be a powerhouse on the court, winning multiple majors and at 25 years old, capturing the career Grand Slam at the 2012 French Open. But it was all set in motion by her stunning victory at the world's most traditional tennis tournament.
When you're a teenager, that's really what it's about. Just taking it all in and learning as each tournament comes along and the players you play. And of course, when you win your first Grand Slam, that's always a wonderful memory and will always be cherished. But you also look for those little ones, why it meant so much to me.
Coming up, an energetic Aussie whose intensity took the men's tour by storm.